Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project SERAP and Nigeria's Guild of Editors NGE have expressed deep concern about the escalating crackdown on the rights of freedom of expression, peaceful assembly, association and media freedom, and the flagrant disregard of the rule of law by Nigerian authorities. The two groups came out with this at a press conference on Nigeria, backsliding on human rights and media freedom, addressed by the Deputy Director of SERAP, Kolawole Oluwadare, and the President of NGE, Eze Anaba, on Tuesday in Lagos to mark the International Human Rights Day. They called on the Tinubu administration to immediately and unconditionally release all journalists, bloggers, human rights defenders and activists currently detained solely for the peaceful exercise of their human rights. The group also expressed impunity for those who threatened, intimidate and harass journalists, bloggers, human rights defenders and activists, exacerbates the hostile environment for those defenders of constitutionally and internationally guaranteed human rights in Nigeria. They also appealed to the government of President Bola Tinubu to immediately and unconditionally release activist Dele Farotimi and drop all charges of criminal defamation and cybercrimes against him, as he is detained solely for the peaceful exercise of his human rights.
The rising cases of clampdown on press freedom and how it has affected the media in Nigeria and people's participation in democracy. The press in Nigeria is not only statutorily mandated under the Constitution Section 22 to hold government to account, but it allows people to be better informed to participate in the government. Knowing fully well that participation in governance is not just going to the polls every 4 years, it means being able to ask critical questions and to hold government to account. I do not think this government has tried in that regard. And then, as we take home for the advice for the Nigerian people, is to know fully well that their voices do count, whether in real time or on social media, and they should not give up in the advocacy that everyone has been engaging in to hold government to account.
They will carry their dogs, their bodyguards and all that. I didn't take photographs in court without handcuffs. But somebody whose only offense is that he libels somebody, which is disputed in court, was paraded yesterday in handcuffs. Those are the challenges facing us. We should be alert. We should be responsive. Nigerians need us now more than ever.
We urge the Attorney General to advise President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to promptly obey all outstanding court judgments, including the ECOWAS court judgment, directing the federal government to repeal the Repressive Cybercrime Act and bring it in conformity with the Nigerian international human rights obligation and commitment. Now, if you look at the laws, this cybercrime we are talking about in other jurisdictions, the whole target is see how they can control and manage this cyberspace, which other peoples are using to commit cybercrime across the world. It's not targeted at journalists. It's not targeted at activists or human rights defenders. So much so that even non-state actors now apply the Cybercrime Act to intimidate people here and there, and other media workers and critics, and seeks further arbitrary closures of radio and television stations. We urge state government to publicly support and commit to the protection and promotion of the human right to freedom of expression, access to information, and the media freedom, including public reporting of sensitive political and other issues with their state.